Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about slowing down a gunfight. Okay. Now, what I really mean is slowing down our perception of a gunfight. We've all heard, somebody says that they got the gunfight. It all happened so fast. It was over before they knew it started. So that's very typical of when you have a gunfight in a civilian setting, because most gunfights are going to happen at fairly close range. They're usually going to happen within, the gunfight's going to start at about 20 feet, and it's going to end usually right in front of you, okay, at zero distance. And the reason for that is in our day-to-day lives, if somebody's approaching us to harm us, it's usually because they want something from us. Either they want to take something from us, or they want to take us, perhaps they kidnap us, or they're trying to take something from us, okay, or they're trying to harm us, whatever it is. So to do most of those things, they usually have to get pretty close to us. So most day-to-day gunfights happen at very close distance. Now, at 20 feet, somebody that's running can close that distance in less than 2 seconds. Okay, so 20 feet is a very tiny distance time-wise. Okay, and if somebody's charging at us, it's very hard to see what's going on. Okay, so what I'm trying to address today is how to slow that down and how to be able to see what's going on and react to it. Okay, so we're trying to give us an advantage. Now, the solution to this problem has already been solved. I mean, that was solved hundreds of years ago. Okay, and for that, I'm going to pull out one of my training shorts. Okay, sword fighting, gunfighting, same thing. Okay, in the sense that whether it's a sword or whether it's a gunshot, either one can kill you with one blow. Okay, so in either case, we can't allow either a sword to touch us, or we can't allow a bullet to touch us. Okay, so now with the sword, okay, basically, if you want to try and block this, okay, you gotta know where the sword's gonna go. Is it gonna go there? Is it gonna go there? Is it gonna thrust at you like that? Is it gonna fake low and then come high? Right? There's my low fake and then high. Is it gonna look like it's coming to one side and then go to another side? Okay, so in all these cases, there's a lot of stuff happening. Okay? The tip of this sword is moving at about 100 miles an hour. Okay, and that's actually happening faster than your typical gunfight. Okay, so this solution was solved hundreds of years ago. Now, the way they solved it is with distance and timing. Okay, now let's think about this concept for a second. If you're standing still and there's a car going past you at 60 miles an hour, okay, it's impossible for you to really figure out what's going on inside the car. Okay, you at best you might see a head, behind the steering wheel. Okay, but you're not going to be able to make out much more than that if you're standing still and there's a car going past you at 60 miles an hour. If you are driving down the highway alongside that car, and you're both going at 60 miles an hour, or even if you're not, if you're driving a close enough speed. So if he's driving 60, you're driving 50. You're both moving at relatively the same speed, so you can see what's going on in the car next to you. You can see the guy's talking on the cell phone, or he's drinking his coffee, or picking his nose, whatever he's doing. But you can see that because you're both traveling at the same speed. So the same thing applies to sword fighting and gunfighting. Okay, if I'm here and you are attacking me, okay, what I'm looking to do is match your speed. You're coming forward at me, I'm dropping back and striking. Okay, so that's how I address this. Step back, strike. Ideally, what I want to do is as I do this, I want to step offline. Okay, all right. So I'm matching your speed. By matching your speed, I can see, all of a sudden, I start seeing things that I couldn't see before. I can see whether you're cutting to the right, cutting to the left, or whether it's going to come in low and then maybe raise high. So I can start to see some of these things. So the way I accomplish this is by maintaining distance and matching your speed. Now, with the gunfight, that can be done as well. Okay. there's a prior video that I did on this called lateral moving and shooting, and basically this is an expansion upon that. I wanted to get into more of the details of why we do things. Okay, so what I've done here is I've set this thing up here where I've got 3 targets, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, right, and basically this is really one target at different points in time. Okay, so the idea here is that I'm walking along here. This person presents a threat to me. I pull, I draw, I fire. I'm moving away laterally. Okay. By the time I get here, this person has now closed distance. They're here. Okay. I fire my shot, and I continue to move, and then I fire my shot. So this is the same person at 3 different points in time. Okay. So this is a good way to practice distance and timing. Okay. So let me put my my headphones on. Let's try this out. Before we even go live, I'm going to run through this dry. The key to making this work is focusing on your front sight. Don't focus so much on the target. You know, the natural tendency is to look at the person that's trying to hurt you. And yes, that's part of your situational awareness, but you really need to focus on your target in order to hit it. Like I said earlier, most of these encounters are going to start at about 20 feet. So in that 20 feet to 5 feet, you know, anywhere between 5 to 20 feet, you actually need to line up your sights in order to hit the target. Okay, it's not like you're at point blank range when you can just point shoot, boom, boom, boom. You know, I mean, yes, if somebody's within 3 or 4 feet, you'll hit them. But in that 5 to 20 feet, you need to focus on that front sight and get it on target. So let's go through this drive first. Mind you, the ground is very rough over here, so I'm going to be obviously moving a little bit slower, but hey, this person is chasing me over the same ground, so they'll probably be moving just as slow. Okay. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. So let's try that live now. All right, so let's see what we got. I've got 2 hits here. One hit there, and 1 hit there. Okay. Now we only needed 1 hit on any one of these targets, maybe 2 hits, so we're pretty good with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange the targets. And I'm going to do it from the other side. So I'm going to move this one up. That's going to go there. And that's going to come further back. Okay. And the idea here is that I'm going to see the person here. Position, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Do a magazine change because I want to go into this with a full magazine. Let's see what we got that time. All right, so we got 1 hit here, 1 hit there. So we got 2 hits. Okay, so we got 2 out of 4 hits. Okay, so this is a realistic type of fighting scenario. Okay, that you know, if you're ever gonna get into a gunfight, this is probably what it's gonna look like. It'll look like somebody charging you from about 20 feet to harm you. You know, they're going to close that distance within less than 2 seconds, and within those 2 seconds, you have to basically figure out what's going on, what this person's trying to do to you. By keeping distance, and matching their speed, you'll be able to look at them and you'll see if they got a gun, if they got a knife, if they got a water bottle, you know, whatever it is, you know, you got to be able to see these things. So that's what it is. It's distance and timing. Thanks for watching.